Hello?
Hi, is that Terry?
Hello? Yes.
This is Levi calling from Six Stones in Brisbane, Australia. How are you going?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, awesome. I know you got a lot of interviews to do today. Do you enjoy doing these kind of things? Do you have like a comfy chair and a drink for these interview days?
I gotta say, Australian people win for best accent. It is just so enjoyable for me to listen to you guys speak. You have such a it's better than English because there's a lilt to it that is so happy and fun and light and great that I have been enjoying it immensely.
Oh, that's good to know. A lot of people tell me I don't sound very Australian, so you can tell me how I do.
You don't? Why not? What do they say you sound like?
A lot of people from overseas say, "Oh, you don't have a very Australian accent." They can't really pinpoint it, but apparently I don't sound very Australian. I could say like, "G'day, mate. How you going?"
Are you?
Crikey. That's more Australian.
Are you? Are you born and raised there?
Yeah, I am.
Huh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
That's what
you
people
do to
say.
me.
Okay. Well, maybe I
Yeah.
do. You are coming to Brisbane next month. A really cool tour.
Yeah.
It's like all these people that were, putting out hit songs before I was born, but I had to listen to some of them. They're really cool, and obviously I know a lot of them. Matika, Katrina and the Waves.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I know Men Without Hats because the Safety Dance was a huge song. Are you excited about the tour and all the people you're going to be playing with?
I am. I'm excited to see Martika. Never seen her. I know of her, but I've never seen her. Stacey Q, we started in the same studio back in, God, I'm afraid to say, back in 1979. We were in this tiny little studio. Yeah, we were in this tiny little studio, making demos. Berlin was in there, and she was in there doing a solo thing. And she's just the cutest little thing. I still remember her. And then she ended up having a hit with Two of Hearts. So that'll be cool to see her again.
Yeah, awesome.
And then, of course, Real Life. Real Life opened for us on a tour here in the States. So that'll be great to see them, too.
Yeah, I actually really like them. The one song I know, but I do like Send Me an Angel. That's a cool song.
Yeah.
Have you been to Australia before?
Yes, we did a tour in 1984. It was, what's great about it, Levi, is the Australian people, I shouldn't say you because you were probably like 2 years old if you were even alive.
Nope.
The Australian people, not yet, and the Japanese were the first people to like us and listen to our music and play it and give us a chance outside of America. So it meant a lot to me to come see you guys. It means a lot to come back. I'm thrilled about it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. And obviously two big deaths that happened lately and two people that were massively influential on I guess what you call new wave music or synth pop, and that was David Bowie and Prince. I was just wondering, were you big fans of their music? Did you ever get to meet them?
Bowie we played with here. We did a show called the Yes Festival here with him. Mm-hmm. And Prince, I did my solo album in his studio, and he was working there at the same time. So I saw him every day for 3 months. He gave us his big studio, and I have never in my life seen anybody work as hard as that guy. He would show up at 10 a.m., we would get there about noon. We would work till midnight. He'd work in his smaller studio from 10 a.m. to midnight. And then when we left, he would move into the bigger studio and work till 4 in the morning.
Wow.
We found this out from our
engineer. About 4 hours a day.
Oh, but even less. No, get this. He showed up every day fully coiffed, full makeup, and stage clothes. And he was just working in the studio. How did the guy ever sleep? It was an hour of work on him just to make himself look like that. It was that good. So
maybe he was just really fast at it.
No way. It was perfect. He didn't live at Paisley Park yet at that point. So he had to go home. That's a half hour each way probably. So we're looking at an hour there. Then the makeup and hair, that's another hour. When did the guy sleep?
That's the question, but
I can't figure it out.
He must
I can't
just
figure
been,
it out. And
well, he was a bit of a god, so
he never spoke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a very lonely guy. He was estranged from his family. I don't know if that ever worked itself out, but he didn't speak to them. He was alone all the time in the studio, unless he had someone coming in putting a part on something. He never spoke to me. He said hello the last day that I was there. That was it.
Oh, well,
but
at least
the funny thing is, when I would think about, I know, right? I would think, oh, wow, this guy's got social problems, man. I was thinking that, because he would walk by the guys in my band, he'd walk by me in the hallways, never said a word. And I thought, wow, what an asshole, man. He won't even talk to anybody. And then I realized, well, you didn't say anything to him either, Terry. How about a smile? Something that would make his day better. Who's calling the kettle black here? So I think I had just as bad as social issues because I didn't say anything either.
I don't know what I'd say. I'd probably just say I'm not worthy, and then just walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah. I would not be worthy of his presence.
But no one likes that, Levi. Yeah, but no one likes that. I know I don't. I don't want anybody to put themselves below me or above me. It's uncomfortable. Either way. We're all here just kind of enjoying this world for a while, and then we leave. And for anyone to think they're less than me or more than me is uncomfortable.
Well, you did have a #1 single, and it was Take My Breath Away, massive, massive song. I seriously hear it every day when they have the Classic Hits FM on at work, and I hear that song all the time. What was it like when that song was going, and it was #1 and everybody knew your name? Was that just a weird experience?
Yeah, it was a dream come true in so many different ways, not only because it opened up the world to us where, before we weren't known with our other music, that song made us known everywhere. And it also, for me, was a dream come true because I'd always wanted to have a song that was an instant connection with people, I saw the Stones play, the Rolling Stones play here, and I listened to them play 2 hours of music, and I knew every single song. That's a lot of work. That is decades of blood, sweat, and tears to have that much music that is instantly connecting with the world. And so I dream, could I ever have music like that? That would just be instantly recognizable, instantly connecting with an audience. That would be so cool. Yeah. And that song is one of them for us.
Yeah. When you have a song that's that big, is it, hard to top a song like that? Was it ever a problem with you? Was it like, what do I do now?
Yeah, if I think about topping or that kind of thing, it's an ego game. There's no way to win that. Giorgio Moroder, who wrote Take My Breath Away, worked with Michael Jackson later. And he told me that was probably one of the reasons Michael couldn't sleep, died young. He said he had created Thriller, which was the biggest album of all time. And all he could think about was, how am I going to beat that? I have to beat that. And it killed him. The way Georgia put it was so well said. He said, those are anomalies, okay? To have the biggest record of all time, whoever gets that, it's a fluke, it's a miracle, it's not something anyone can make happen. It just does. So to live in the shadow of that and think you've got to match it, that's just stupid. There's no way that anyone can consciously make that happen or not make it happen. There's no way. So if you play that game, you will lose, and it will kill you. And he said, I think that really is what killed Michael, because he never reached that again, and he always judged himself against it. So the one thing that was one of the greatest things in his life turned out to be the one thing that was the killer of his life.
Yeah, for sure. I completely
So that made
agree
a lot
with
of sense to me. Yeah, me too. I thought that was really well said.
Yeah. I just realized you did a cover of the song "The Dope Show" by Marilyn Manson, and I'm a huge Manson fan, and I just thought that was so cool that you covered one of his songs. I was just wondering, are you a big fan of his music? I know he took a lot of inspiration from the 80s synth pop.
I am. I'm a huge fan of his and Trent Reznor's. I just think their music is so brilliant and special and different and dark and manly and sexy and fucking great. I love them. I love both of them.
Yeah. I know you also sung backup singers for Sisters of Mercy, who I also really love, and I was just wondering how that came about, because I know they're a successful band, but I thought you would have been bigger than being their backup singer.
Oh, thank you. I contacted Andrew when I was doing my solo album, early 90s. And he responded positively, and so I went to Hamburg to write with him. And there was nothing from our sessions together that ended up being on my solo album, but I brought a song that I liked for my solo album that the record company didn't like at all. They didn't think it was very good, but I played it for him, and I said, I don't know if this is going to go on my album because they don't seem to get it. And he said, well, I get it. I want to do it. You want to do it with me? So he ended up, initially it was just the female part that was on the song, and he ended up writing the rap part of it that came in at the end, and yeah, he added on to it and then recorded it. And what I just found out, which is strange, that's the last song he ever released, new song. That was back in 1990, whatever. I mean, what the hell, man? That's too long. That's way too long. That guy's so talented. Do you know whatever happened to him?
No, well, actually,
once in a while.
I read something actually yesterday, and it was an interview he did. I'm not sure who for, but he said he will release another Sisters of Mercy album if Donald Trump gets elected. I don't know why, but that's what he said.
Because he likes him or because he hates him?
I don't know. I just really read the headline, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe he doesn't like him. He would be, I don't know. I'm completely unsure. I'll have to read more into it, but yeah, I don't know what his view on Trump is.
Yeah.
How about you? Not a Trump fan?
I think he's. No, I'm not.
No.
I think he's hilarious, to be honest with you. I still to this, I don't know what he stands for. I keep waiting to hear what it is he wants to do, other than keep immigrants out of America. I've heard that, but what else? There's a lot more to America than that. So I don't get it. I just think it's a dog and pony show. I really don't understand it at all.
Yeah, well, if The World was a movie, I'd really like him to get in, because I want to see if he builds this wall, and I think it'll be hilarious, but then at the same time, it's real life, so I don't want him to get in, because it's not as funny when people are getting hurt or whatever.
It's not as funny.
No.
No.
I got told we got 15 minutes. You've probably got other people wanting to call and interview you now, is that right?
Yeah, I have two more, yes. One starts in, well, she actually was supposed to start 5 minutes ago, so I guess she'll call any minute.
Yeah, well, I got on a bit late, so I think everyone's just calling and trying to get through, so they know the drill.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Levi. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, cool. I'll be at the show. I'll be taking some photos, so I'll post those up on Facebook if you want a copy, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you have an awesome show and enjoy your time in Australia.
Okay, thank you. What city are you in, actually?
Brisbane.
You're in Brisbane? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I hope I get to meet you there.
Okay, cool.
That'd be cool.
I'll see you there. All right. Enjoy the rest of your
All
interviews.
right. Okay, thanks, man. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.